With Mykhailo Mudryk, it's definitely a done and dusted deal. Hello, everyone, and thank you for being part of the podcast. So make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything that we definitely have to bring to you as long as it is sports. And as long as it is Arsenal related, we're definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. So, we guess whom we're talking about today? We are talking about the one and only. It's Christmas Day anyway. We are talking about the one and only. Guess who? That's Mykhailo Mudryk, who is an excellent football player, a very wonderful football player. He's been linked to a number of clubs. You will remember that he's been linked to a number of clubs. And right about now, we can tell you, or we can let you know that things have been going on quite well for the club. As this signing is definitely a very wonderful one. It's a great signing, I'm telling you. So, you can let us know what you think about Mykhailo Mudryk, but Mykhailo Mudryk definitely is one of the best that you can ever get right about now. A very wonderful football player, excellent football player. When it comes to attacking midfield, he is the best attacking midfielder right about now. Still young, and he has quite a lot. He still has a lot he can offer to the club. He has quite a lot he can offer to the club. And also, the mere fact that he still has quite a big number of years to come, that is good news for Arsenal football fans. So let us know what you think in the comment section so that definitely you do not miss out on anything. And we can go in the comment section and talk about what you think about Mykhailo Mudryk, whether you think he's going to be a good player or it's going to be a little bit complicated for him. It will be remember that Gabriel Jesus, I have to let you know how actually this gentleman, Mykhailo Mudryk, came in the picture. It will be remembered that Gabriel Jesus, when it was in the World Cup, Gabriel Jesus got an injury. And in this injury, it was approximated that the injury will take him up to around 3 months. And speculation has it that it will even last more than 3 months. So this is something that didn't come easy for the technical director, now sporting director, Mr. Edu Gaspar. And it's not something that either went on well for Mikel Arteta, the current manager of Arsenal. And they definitely were looking at a perfect replacement who can replace him, who can play much better than possibly was playing. Oh, relatively, and that's how Mykhailo Mudryk came into the picture. And he's been playing quite well. I must say, he's been playing brilliantly. He's been playing very well for Shakhtar Donetsk, where he's been for some time. He's been playing for Shakhtar Donetsk, and he's been playing brilliantly. And also the Ukrainian national team. And when it came to Ukraine Premier League, he played absolutely well, and that's one of the reasons as to why he gained international recognition. And in London, he's been talked about by many clubs in London, also in Spain. I will remember that some of the clubs that needed this gentleman, it's been a bit of a tight. It's been a bit of a tight with Mykhailo Mudryk being wanted by a number of clubs. Loads of clubs wanted this gentleman. I will remember that Real Madrid contacted Shakhtar Donetsk about him going to Real Madrid, but they didn't prosper, as he was not seeing anyway. One of the reasons why he said he would not play for Real Madrid is because he wondered whether he would get first club football, first team football. Then Paris Saint-Germain also had a hint on this gentleman. Paris Saint-Germain came and said they could have this gentleman, they could definitely take this gentleman. But looks like this gentleman was not very interested in joining Paris Saint-Germain. And that's also one of the reasons why he said he's not going to play for Paris Saint-Germain. Was basically game time. Mikel Arteta promised that he will give this young lad game time. He will make sure he plays as many games as he wants, as long as he is fit and as long as he's playing as he was playing before. Let us know in the comment section what you think about this young gentleman. so that definitely we can move along. It's a little bit cold in here. Christmas Day. I wish you everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Ooh, a bit cold in here. Anyway, we are talking about the one and only Mykhailo Mudryk. As you already know, that Mykhailo Mudryk is a very wonderful and a very great football player, I must say. A very good football player. And I need to also see, we need to see some of the reasons as to why he's been eyed by a number of clubs. Quite many clubs want Mykhailo Mudryk. Why is it so? Why is it that we need to see why he is needed, why he's definitely needed. Well, remember that he's got quite good composure. Mykhailo Mudryk has got quite good composure, and many people don't over realize the importance of this. But it is quite good, and the skill in the game of soccer is something that is definitely seen as good. If you have quite good composure, that is definitely a good thing for you, and this is what Mykhailo Mudryk possesses. And also he has quite, when you see his technique and also creativity is definitely on point, and also speed. When you see this guy is a beast when it comes to speed. You can compare him when it comes to speed, you can compare him with the likes of Kylian Mbappe. But Mbappe definitely is older than this young gentleman. Still young, still young. He's got quite a big speed on him. Then precision, quite good. Then intelligence. He's very intelligent, and also he can read the game quite well. He always reads the game very, very well. Very brilliant football player, very good football player who reads the game definitely quite well. Then he's also got self confidence in him. It doesn't matter when we talk about self confidence in Mykhailo Mudryk. It doesn't matter which club he's playing against, whether it's Real Madrid, Barcelona, whether it's Paris Saint-Germain, whether it's Manchester United, Arsenal, he doesn't care. All he cares is making sure he gets balls behind the net. That's all he cares. And that's a good thing about him, I must say. That's definitely a good thing about him. So when you see how self-confident he is, when it comes to self-confidence and Mykhailo Mudryk, I think that is one of the biggest achievements he has. He's very self-confident, and because he's self-confident, you definitely will not get many people getting the ball off him. He won't let football players, opponents, defenders get the ball off him quite easily. And that is something that is definitely brilliant. That's a brilliant thing of him. Let us know what you think in the comment section about Mykhailo Mudryk and his Arsenal transfer. As everything is set for this transfer, as we're talking about Mykhailo Mudryk and him joining the greatest club in history, and that is none other than Arsenal. Let us know what you think. And again, looking again at speed, how this he's definitely a very speedy football player, and speed is needed in the game. In modern day football, when you look at modern day football, it's not about running with the ball. It's no longer running with the ball. When we are tackling modern day football, it's no longer running with the ball. It's passing the ball. That's what managers are mainly focusing at right now. But also it will be noted that a player who runs the in actually in every club there should be always that player who can run with the ball perfectly and gives the ball to another player after he's made quite a long run. Because when things are not working on quite well, because everybody is into modern football and passing the ball, something definitely needs to be done. And that is definitely somebody running with the ball and trying to make sure he can score. That's something that one of the that's why anyway that's some of the reasons as to why Mbappe is definitely a brilliant one. somebody is definitely Mbappe is a brilliant one. He can pass the ball, and this is the mode of Mbappe and mode of play of Mbappe, and also Mykhailo Mudryk is not different. It's not so much different because when you see Kylian Mbappe and how he plays, and you see how Mykhailo Mudryk plays, it's almost the same. Because Kylian Mbappe is very good at passing. He makes rare mistakes. He makes mistakes rarely. Blind crosses are minimal by him. And when it comes to running with the ball, he is definitely a very brilliant football player. And he's in modern day football. He is regarded one of the biggest football players right now. In modern day football, he's one of the biggest football players. So when you compare him, when you compare this gentleman to Mykhailo Mudryk, they play almost the same. Their mode of play is almost the same. I don't know whether you understand what I mean. It's almost the same. When it comes to passing, pass accuracy is quite good. And when it comes to running with the ball from one point to another, from the central part of the field to the attacking midfield and to the last bit of attacking, rare mistakes are made by these two. That is definitely something that is quite good of him. And that's something that Mikel Arteta has been looking at and saying, that's something that Mikel Arteta has been looking at and saying, definitely we need somebody like this. We need a player like this. And Mikel Arteta definitely likes these sort of football players who can, for some reason, run with the ball a little bit and then pass the ball to the next player for the next player to make sure he can make a finish. I don't know whether we know what I mean, because when you look at a football player like Bukayo Saka, same thing. Bukayo Saka can make a run from the central midfield to the forward section. And he's not very much bothered about scoring, but he will give the ball to the finisher, and the finisher will make it a point to make sure that he scores that goal. That's the mode of play Bukayo Saka does. Though it's not very much recommended in the modern day football, but it is definitely something that is needed. It is definitely something that is needed in football. Modern day football shouldn't be just about passing the ball all the time, passing the ball all the time. It should also be about being able to move with the ball. This is what Mykhailo Mudryk has got to offer. When you remember the likes, if you're not, now I'm talking about people who've been following the game for ages. If you've been following the game for quite a long period of time, and you've watched the likes of Zinedine Zidane play, you've watched the likes of David Beckham play, you've watched the likes of Ronaldinho play, you can tell how different the modern game is way back and now. It's totally different. It was way back it was a mixture of running with the ball, making sure you have the ball, not making any mistakes with the ball, and then pressing the ball to another player after a long run. And it could show you how good a football player is. And that's what Mykhailo Mudryk definitely is. Because right about now, in modern day football, you can see that at this point in time, you can get some players who are mediocres. Some football players are mediocres in modern day football because it's just passing. You do not exploit your potential. You can't exploit your full potential. I don't know whether you know what I mean. You will never know in modern day football the potential. Technique is not regarded something that is needed in modern day football. But technique also adds to the game, and people will definitely like the game even much more. People will appreciate the likes of Mykhailo Mudryk because they have got good technique. and they are willing to show the technique to the world. I don't know whether you know what I mean. I'm saying, okay, okay. I'm saying Arsenal Times saying, a big up, brother, big up Arsenal Times. Felix Super saying, hope it's a big and done deal. Thank you. Arsenal Times saying, watching from Uganda. Then, okay. Dean Andrew Deloruma. Then, okay. Anyway, thank you for commenting, everybody. Thank you for being part of this. Thank you for commenting and also being part of the podcast. And just make sure you subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that we definitely have to bring to you. As you already know that in the comment section, when you see in the comment section, I need to go a little bit in the comment section and say what you are saying. David, I can see David Hansoham is saying, I'm so happy for this acquisition. I hope it's done. It's a done deal. Welcome Mykhailo Mudryk to, is welcoming Mykhailo Mudryk to Arsenal. I can see another one, that's Gooner. And also, is the deal complete? Someone is asking. I'll be able to make sure that I can do all this, reply all this. Then Bomali in big chest saying, how are you, my brother? Yeah, how are you, my brother? Then Gilbert asking, everything completed? I will be letting you know. Okay. Thank you for being part. Thank you for being part of this podcast, and make your point. Subscribe and ring that notification bell as we definitely are talking about Mykhailo Mudryk and him are joining the greatest club, and that is definitely none other than Arsenal. A little bit cold here, the United Kingdom, but it's Christmas Day, and everybody's enjoying his Christmas. Thank you for enjoying your Christmas. Thank you for being part of the podcast. As it's Christmas Day, everybody is definitely very happy about this. In every world, everybody is happy, and the football world is also definitely more than happy about this that is definitely happening about Christmas. It doesn't matter where you are and what religion you are. So when it's Christmas, I mean, you can always celebrate, celebrate the birth of Jesus Christ. If you're not a Christian, you can just celebrate the day because it's a big day. Have a day off. I can see lots of people commenting. I'm seeing somebody saying, let's see. This transfer is taking long, completed this season. The end of the day, we shall end up losing this guy to another club. He is a very good player. That's Henry Di Canio. Henry Di Canio, I know you don't need to get worried. This is definitely a done deal, my brother. You don't need to get worried about this. You do not need to get worried about this. Then Munyampundu Joseph. Is that Munyampundu? Munyampundu Joseph is asking, if we get him, who else? Okay, I'll be letting you know who else. There are likes of Joao Felix. There are likes of Joao Felix, and also quite a number of football players are being eyed by Arsenal. But I will let you know. I'll let you know. But Joao Felix is also on the list in there about football players who are most likely going to come to the club. If Yamo Yunis is saying, is this done deal? That's what I want to know. Definitely, I'm telling you, my brother. In the comment section, feel free to get in the comment section, and we can definitely talk about the transfer of this gentleman, to Arsenal, and why he is a very brilliant football player, why Arsenal are looking at. All the comments are so many. Comments are definitely so many. I'm saying Henry Di Canio. I'll be glad if we get him. I'm here in Uganda. Thank you for being part, Henry Di Canio from Uganda. Then Then Daffy Chikakuda says, I like your confidence, bro. Oh, thank you. Thank you for appreciating me. I'm grateful, my brother. I'm definitely grateful, my brother. Just Daffy Chikakunda. Just please subscribe and be part of this. Then Musingo Jafal. Rokan, thanks for updating us in live in Bali. Will that deal happen or not? No, I'm not Rokan. My name is Abukals. Anyway, but Rokan is a friend. Rokan David is a, I know him. I know him. He's a friend. My name is Abukals. And so let's see. Okay. Then Nyampundu Joseph is asking, where are you from? Okay. Thank you for being part. Thank you for being part of the podcast. Make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. As I always want to answer your questions here, as I definitely always want to answer your questions here as we are live right in the United Kingdom, talking about the transfers. We're talking about the transfers, who's gone where, who's remaining at the club, and who definitely is not going to be who's not going to be at the club, who is leaving the club. As you already know, that some football players are definitely not going to be part of the club in this January transfer window. So, and Mykhailo Mudryk is a done deal. This is what I have to tell you. Mykhailo Mudryk is sorted. He is definitely sorted. When we talk about good football, Mykhailo Mudryk is definitely sorted. And Mikel Arteta said, he came out and said, there is no reason whatsoever. There is no reason whatsoever as to why this gentleman won't be part of. There's no reason as why this gentleman won't be part of uh, Arsenal team. Let's see. Arsenal. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, very many people in the comment section talking, commenting. Somebody's asking about Vlahovic. Vlahovic, tell us about Vlahovic. That's Mungonya Robert. Tell us about Vlahovic. Arsenal, I am from Uganda. Thank you. Vlahovic is definitely Vlahovic is a deal that Arsenal is looking at. Different opportunities are coming. Arsenal could be looking at different opportunities of signing different players. And Vlahovic was eyed. We remember that in the summer transfer window, Vlahovic was one of the football players that were definitely eyed by the technical director of Arsenal then, now sporting director, Mr. Edu Gaspar. And also Mikel Arteta, the manager, they eyed Vlahovic last time. And right now, they are looking at different options on how they can get Vlahovic, but it's not yet near. Vlahovic is nowhere near signing. If he is close to signing, I'll be more than happy to let you know. But unfortunately, he's not near. Not near. We can never say never. We can't say never, but he's not near. He's definitely not near. Vlahovic is not near. The person we are definitely talking about is Mykhailo Mudryk, a wonderful football player, one of the best football players in the world. When it comes to attacking midfield, he is a very good one, a very good attacking midfielder. And when it comes, his multi-purpose, by the way, Mykhailo Mudryk, still very young, he can play as a defensive midfielder, and he can play as a central midfielder. And when it comes to attacking midfield, that is definitely his game. So when everything is done with this gentleman, that will definitely mean that he is the deal. He is definitely the deal. The mere fact that Arsenal is in the first position in the Premier League, and Arsenal definitely are looking at, or Arsenal definitely need to take the English Premier League title. The difference between Arsenal and Manchester City. Manchester City has there's a 5 gap difference. I don't know if you know what I mean. There's a 5 gap difference in there, with Arsenal having 40 is a 39, 37 points. Yeah, I think that's 37 points. Somebody has been asking me whether I can get the table for them. Let me see if I can get the table for you. But Arsenal has 37 points. Yeah, the table is right there. You can see Arsenal has 37 points. Then Manchester City has 32 points. Newcastle has 30 points. Tottenham Spurs has 29. Manchester United has 26. Liverpool has 22. Birmingham has 21. Then Chelsea has 21. Fulham has 19. So when you see the difference between Arsenal and the second one, which is Manchester City, which is a club to watch, you see there is quite a big difference in there. But not so big. It's a 7 gap difference, 7 point difference, 37 and not 7-5, 37 and 32. That's 5 point difference. And when you see the third one, that's 7 points. Newcastle has 30 points, then 37, 37 for Arsenal. Then Spurs is also quite a big gap in there. Then Manchester United, as I think Manchester United is 10 point gap, 10 point difference with Manchester United, no, with Spurs, and then Manchester United with 26 points, then 37 points. I mean, that shows you that there definitely could be there could be a chance. Right now, Champions League football is sealed. For Arsenal, Champions League football is definitely sealed. That's a done deal, sealed and confirmed. The Champions League football is definitely done. But it is, we're not looking at Champions League football because it's done. We are looking at staying at the first position, 37 points and then 32 points. You can see the difference in there, 37 and 32. Manchester City is not a club that you can just beat. When you have a 5 point difference, it's not enough. It's definitely not enough. 5 points difference. I'll be open with you. Excuse me. 5 points difference is not enough for Manchester City. Manchester City can easily come from the behind and overtake Arsenal. That's why this January transfer window should be used as a big weapon for Arsenal to beat Manchester City. The mere fact that Arsenal is playing quite well with Gabriel Jesus in it, and now Gabriel Jesus is definitely not going to be part. You remember that Gabriel Jesus scored quite a number of goals, and the perfect replacement for Gabriel Jesus is definitely needed. So I want you to look at it this way. Gabriel Jesus is a good football player, yes, but he is not going to play for the next 3 months. And how many games are in the next 3 months? Quite a big number of games are in the next 3 months, and those games definitely are needed so that the wins are needed so that the gap between Arsenal and Manchester City can even widen. Because one-on-one Manchester City and Arsenal, it can be a little bit challenging. It can be a bit challenging, but there are chances that Manchester City is going to lose a few games, and then Arsenal could win more games. But we shouldn't wait when it comes to one-on-one. That will definitely not be a good thing. More people in the comment section about asking more about this. I can see Apoxy from Nigeria said, have we truly signed Mudryk? I'm telling you, my brother, it's definitely a done deal. Then Kale Gabashil saying, Mike is coming to Arsenal, yes or not. He's definitely come. Mykhailo Mudryk is definitely one. So Brian Housen, could Smith Rowe be present tomorrow? I'll let you know. Anyway, Smith Rowe, he's come back from injury, but there are chances that he's gonna be on. There are chances that he's definitely gonna be on. Anyway, then DJ Wine, Akal Santana, Arsenal's already signed him. Good. And then I can see somebody else, Jamal Saad. Jamal Saad saying must sign the replacement for Jesus. Good. Mudryk. Then Joseph Costa saying Felix, I take that. Mudryk plus Felix. Good. I think that's also something to look at. That is also definitely something to look at. But excuse me. It's always good to connect. It's always definitely very nice to connect. And please make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so that you do not miss out on anything that we definitely have to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related right here. This is the channel. This is the channel for you to be at. Now, as you already know that things are definitely going on quite well. Things are going on quite well for the club. For the club Arsenal. The signing of Mykhailo Mudryk is definitely going to be a perfect one because Mykhailo Mudryk is a perfect football player. He's when you see how he's played of recent and the number of clubs that are interested in joining in getting this gentleman to play for them only. It tells you the number of clubs tells you it definitely tells you how much how big a football player he is because not that big clubs like Paris Saint-Germain will want a football player. They will always try to go for quality, the best quality of football players. I'm seeing somebody also commenting still. Oh, so many people in the comment section. Felix saying, that's Joseph Costa said, Felix scored 2 times versus Manchester United to knock them out for Champions League. That's all I need to hear as long as he scores for Manchester United. Anyway. Unlike Odegaard, Felix looked like a big game player. Scorer, Odegaard score versus weak teams only. Anyway, thank you for being part. Thank you for being part, and thank you. You can always let the comments flow in, as you already know that this is a fan-based channel, and definitely the fact that it's a fan-based channel, you can always keep it rolling in the comment section, as we are also dedicated to sharing your messages and also sharing the messages with other people here at the Greatest Funds channel. Anyway, it will be remembered still, as we're talking about Mykhailo Mudryk, we're definitely talking about Mykhailo Mudryk because, as you already know, it is Christmas time and it could be your Christmas present. It could be Arsenal's Christmas present. That could be Mykhailo Mudryk, who is a wonderful football player, a very good football player. Somebody talking about Felix and Manchester United. It's not yet concluded about Felix joining Manchester United. No, there's still a chance for Arsenal to sign this gentleman. It's a little bit of a tie between Manchester United and Arsenal. So Eric Ten Hag is having a bit of competition with Mikel Arteta on signing Joao Felix. But Joao Felix is a very wonderful one. If Arsenal can get the pair, if Arsenal can get Joao Felix and also get Mykhailo Mudryk, that would be a brilliant move. I'm seeing Rollins Hitchinson saying, had Felix and United are close to an agreement not long ago. Breaking news. Anyway, close to an agreement, but nothing has been concluded yet, and that's why I think there is still more chance for Arsenal to sign him. Anyway, I'm also saying Badejo Adiola saying something there. Thank you, everybody, and keep the comments rolling. Keep the comments rolling, as we definitely are happy to be with you. We're definitely very happy to be part of this podcast. We're definitely so happy to be with you right here. Then I can see Kanu saying, Merry Christmas, bro. What is the transfer fee exactly? From Freetown in Sierra Leone. Thank you, Kanu from Sierra Leone. Greetings to all my people, all my fans from Sierra Leone, and greetings to you, Kanu. And Kanu is asking the transfer fee. That was £85 million. That was definitely that Shakhtar Donetsk Shakhtar Donetsk club said without £85 million, definitely this gentleman is going nowhere. That's the fee. Then I can see a bit of an argument here. Rollins Hitchinson, why would Felix choose current Manchester United team versus the team that is on the top of the league? Oh, that's Joseph Costa asking. I think you can reply, Lawrence. Lawrence, you can reply. That's a question for you. It's not a question for me. This is a fan-based channel. Rollins, you've been asked by Joseph Costa. Why would Felix choose current Manchester United team versus a team that is definitely on top of the Premier League, and that is none other than Arsenal? You can answer that question. That's a question for you, Rollins. Anyway, right now, it's getting quite hot in the comment section. Getting quite hot in the comment section there. Just what you need to do: subscribe, ring that notification bell. So definitely do not miss out on anything that we have got to bring to you. It is Christmas Day, and we're talking transfers, and mainly we are talking about the one and only Mykhailo Mudryk, who definitely is one of the best football players that we can definitely let you know about, and his transfer in the deal of joining Arsenal as the technical director of Arsenal, Mr. Edu Gaspar, and the current manager of Arsenal, Mr. Mikel Arteta, are more than interested in this gentleman and are very happy about this gentleman's move to Arsenal, and making sure everything goes on quite well with this lad, this gentleman. A question has definitely been posed about Joao Felix. Joao Felix is a good football player, undoubtedly. Joao Felix is a brilliant football player, one of the best football players in the world. Still very young, talented, and when he played in the World Cup, those of you who watched the World Cup, when he played in the World Cup, I think you saw how brilliant a football player he is, how good a football player he definitely is. He is one of the best football players. Undoubtedly, he is one of the best. And when he came playing, he was playing for Portugal, and he played brilliantly, and that's why there's been a fight between Manchester United and then Arsenal. Arsenal saying we are having him, and then Manchester United saying you do not have the money. We're injecting in the money. Anyway, we need to see. We need to know. We definitely need to know what you think about these transfers, as nothing has been concluded yet about Joao Felix, but it's a bit of a fight between Manchester United and Arsenal about signing Joao Felix. Where do you think Joao Felix will go? Do you think Joao Felix will go to Manchester United, or Manchester United won't have him? It will be Arsenal that is definitely going to have him. I can see still in the comment section, Ebrima Jota. Ebrima Jota saying, thank you for giving us that great news. Merry Christmas. Love from Italy. Thank you. Thank you, Ebrima Jota. Thank you. Big up to all the fans from Italy. I can see again Kanu. Kanu. It's a huge amount of money, but I think he deserves it. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's quite a lot of money for £85 million. It's a big amount of money to invest in. But for a young player that is looked at that will help Arsenal in the next season, maybe a number of seasons to come, definitely it is quite good. It's worth, because it's a long-time investment. It's going to help Arsenal take the Premier League possibly, and also he will continue playing. That will be Mykhailo Mudryk. The comment section getting hot and hotter all the time. Anyway, God's power. In God's power. Is Mykhailo Mudryk deal real? It's definitely deal, my brother. Definitely. Definitely. Then will he be available for next Super match? Then let's see. Kalechitin Salim Ngezahayo saying, please, can you tell me if Mudryk is definitely coming or not? Anyway, thank you for being part. Thank you for being part here. Make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on anything that we definitely have to bring to you. As we are telling you about Mykhailo Mudryk, we're definitely telling you more about Mykhailo Mudryk and him joining the greatest club Arsenal. So we definitely think it's going to be quite good for this gentleman, and he's going to play football as he was promised a fast team football, and we think it's going to be great. It's definitely going to be great. I can see Wycliffe Merasi saying, welcome to Arsenal, Mykhailo Mudryk. Thank you. And also Benny Ball saying, no deal done yet. Then also Ahmed saying, who said it's a done deal. Then also Karen saying, okay, let's get deep into this definitely. Okay, let us know what you think in the comment section so that you do not miss out on anything that we have to bring to you. As long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related, we're definitely dedicated to bringing to you the latest right here. It's Christmas time, and the gift that we are definitely giving you is that of Mykhailo Mudryk. And then God's Power Mulade saying that's good news here in this year. Definitely, are we going to be seeing Mykhailo Mudryk playing for Arsenal? Definitely, and that will be great. Make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that we have to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. As you already know, that this is a fan-based channel, and we are more than happy. Hello, brother, you okay? Okay. Somebody saying Martinelli is eating all that food in the background. Sorry about that. Martinelli eating that food in the background. Sorry. Okay. Again, thank you. Thank you for being part of the podcast. Thank you for being part of the podcast. And make your point, subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything that we definitely have to bring to you, as long as it is sports and as long as it is Arsenal related. We always are the first people to make your points so that you can not miss out on anything that we have to bring to you right here, as we are definitely talking about this gentleman's move, and we are more than happy to let you know about Mykhailo Mudryk and his definite move to the greatest club, and that is none other than Arsenal. Which part of the world are you definitely watching from? Which part of the country watching from? Just make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that we definitely have to bring to you. So, as we were telling you before about Mykhailo Mudryk and him joining the club. Okay. Let us know as we will be digging deeper into the Mykhailo Mudryk, as we definitely will be digging deeper into the Mykhailo Mudryk. As people have also been talking about more about Arsenal transfer news, and who somebody asked who else is going to be signed by Arsenal. Uh, quite a number of football players have been linked to Arsenal, but mainly the one and only the main football player who's been linked to Arsenal is definitely none other than Mykhailo Mudryk. And here the deal is definitely going on quite well for Mykhailo Mudryk. The deal is definitely going on quite well with Mykhailo Mudryk. And let's see how it goes. Let's see how it will go with the general transfer definitely in. We definitely think the general transfer window is going to be used as a weapon for Arsenal. That is definitely first position. In the first position, Arsenal that has 37 points, and that leaves a gap of 5 points away from Manchester City, which has 32 points. General transfer window is a chance for Arsenal to make sure they can strengthen their club. As Tad Kriyanke and Josh Koryanke said that they will definitely be more than happy to dash out the money for any football players that Mikel Arteta and also the current sporting director, Mr. Dugaspa, asked. If they say they need this player, they will definitely come and have. They will definitely have the money, and that's quite good of them. So we talked about Joao Felix. We talked about Joao Felix, and uh, who else has been linked to Arsenal, like you say? Okay. January transfer window is definitely here. We need to see who's also been linked to Arsenal. Definitely, as you already know, Gabriel Jesus is not gonna play for some time, and it's definitely some of the reasons as to why. You already know that Arsenal have lost a striker, Gabriel Jesus, from an already slim squad due to a knee injury suffered at the World Cup and failed in a bid to sign midfielder Douglas Luiz on our final day of the summer window. Anyway, let's see. A Shakhtar Donetsk football player, Mykhailo Mudryk, definitely that is one we've been talking about. Now seeing who is definitely being linked to Arsenal. We'll be remember that some of the football players who are going, Cedric Soares. Cedric Soares is most likely going to leave, and we've already said goodbye to him, Cedric Soares, because there needs to be a balance in who goes and who comes, so that Arsenal can get more money and buy football players. But mainly Spain, and also Adrian Rabiot. Adrian Rabiot is definitely a good one. He's also been eyed by Arsenal. Arsenal have also been eyeing Adrian Rabiot, who's a Juventus football player, and also he's been playing quite well. Also, if you watch the World Cup, he also played quite well in the World Cup, didn't he? And then Alexis Mac Allister also played in quite. He's a very wonderful one, and also it will be remembered. I'll let you know more about this gentleman and his move. Let's see. So Arsenal, let me see. Arsenal and Atletico Madrid are targeting Brighton's World Cup winning midfielder Mark Leicester, and also this was as December 21st, and Arsenal and Tottenham are both showing interest in Mark Leicester, but appear to be prioritizing positions other than midfield, which could leave Atletico Madrid in a pole position to make their move. Definitely, that means Arsenal has a big chance in there. I think you can all see that. Then, who else? Who else? People have been asking about who is being linked to Arsenal, and there is Ferran Torres. Arsenal said to rekindle their interest in Barcelona forward Ferran Torres after missing out on audacious bid to sign him over the summer transfer window. Well, remember that in the summer transfer window, this gentleman was eyed, and Arsenal were looking for to make sure they can sign him, but they didn't. They didn't get him. Arsenal definitely didn't get him. And also, let's see again. Let's see again. Let's see again. Who else? We can see latest contracts who's signed. Gabriel Martinelli. Arsenal are close to agreeing a new contract with Brazil winger that will result in Martinelli becoming one of the club's top earners. But I think he's a very good player. Martinelli is definitely, Gabriel Martinelli is a good player, and he's going to be added quite a lot of money, and because they don't want any club to have him, lots of clubs have definitely showed quite big interest in signing him, and that's the reason as to why Stan Kroenke and Josh Kroenke definitely came out and said there's no club that is going to have him. Instead, we're injecting more money in Gabriel Martinelli so that he can definitely stay at the club. And we can also see Arias Nelson, the 23-year-old winger, is hoping to sign a new deal to extend his stay at Arsenal. And we think that will definitely be a brilliant one. That will be a brilliant move if he signs. And he definitely needs more football to be played if he wants to be signed. He will. I think he will also come in to talk about gameplay. Let's giving him a bit of more gameplay. But Arsenal are more than willing to make sure they can extend his deal. And also, somebody has been asking me about Bukayo Saka and him leaving. As Bukayo Saka was, there's a club that was interested in Bukayo Saka. Which club was it? Manchester City. Manchester City were interested in Bukayo Saka, but I'm afraid from Manchester City, I don't think they'll have him. And it won't be a great idea for Arsenal to let go of this young lad. I don't think this young lad should go. No, I don't think he really should go. I think he should stay at the club. Bukayo Saka is a brilliant football player, and he's played quite well for. He's been playing quite well. Bukayo Saka has been playing quite well. So having him, making him, having him go leave the club, definitely that will leave a big hole. I don't think Manchester City have any chance in this because Arsenal is looking at strengthening the club, uh, not, uh, not getting the club down, tearing the club into pieces. No. So those of you who've been asking about who's been linked to the club, I think you're sorted now. And if you've got any questions, you can put them in the comment section. As we've talked about Joao Felix, we've talked about Adrian Rabiot, and we've also talked about Alex McAllister, and also Mykhailo Mudryk, who is the big deal, who's the main deal, and Ferran Torres also has been talked about, and who is leaving. Also looking at who's leaving. We've not concluded with that, but latest contracts there's been Nelson, Rios Nelson, and Gabriel Martinelli with latest. So, Otio Nathan saying one number was given to him. Otuyo Nathaniel saying one number was given to him. He's expected to be given shot number 20. Anyway, let's see Adelani Adegako saying hurry up and finish the deal. Anyway, make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on anything that we definitely have to bring to, as long as it is sport and as long as it is Arsenal related. As we are definitely more than happy to let you know that things are going on quite well for the club Arsenal. As Arsenal are definitely eyeing quite a number of football players, and things have been going on quite well for the club, Arsenal. And a Merry Christmas to all my fans. So, get into the comment section so we can talk. We can talk more about transfers. We can talk more about anything. But for now, we've been talking about the one and only Mykhailo Mudryk, who is a brilliant football player, who's a wonderful football player, great football player, one of the best football players. And then we will see how definitely it will be going, as we are telling you that Mykhailo Mudryk is definitely a sealed deal. It's a sealed deal. Mykhailo Mudryk, and this is news from the inside, Mykhailo Mudryk is definitely a deal that is sealed. Expect goal scoring. Expect quite a big number of goals that will definitely be scored by Mykhailo Mudryk when he definitely starts playing for Arsenal. Because he's a typical goal scoring machine, a very wonderful football player, a very good football player. Right here is where you get the latest information, the latest data, and we can always also have a chat. We can definitely always have a chat about the transfers and about also, you will also have watch alongs if you're interested in watch alongs and knowing who scored or who's not scored, who's playing well, who's not. Any game, we are always definitely here to bring it to you live when it is definitely live. So, So tomorrow there is a game between Arsenal and West Ham. Arsenal will definitely be playing West Ham tomorrow, and let's wait and see how it will go. What do you think? What do you think? The Premier League definitely will rekindle tomorrow. We're having the first Premier League game after the World Cup for Arsenal, and that is definitely it will be against West Ham. And I think I will be live with this game. We will have a watch along. I'll be live. Just subscribe and do not miss out when I will bring to you this game that will take place tomorrow. And that will be 20:00 West UK time. Anyway, make your point, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. We've been talking about the one and only Mykhailo Mudryk, who is a very good football player, a very wonderful football player who's been eyed by quite a lot of clubs. Very many clubs definitely want this gentleman, but I don't think that all the clubs that want him can have him. Only Arsenal is the favorite in this one, and Arsenal is more than dedicated in getting this gentleman as everything is said. Personal terms have definitely been agreed, and he's met with the management at Arsenal, and everything is going on quite well. Make up and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on whatever we definitely have to bring to you. As Mykhailo Mudryk is one of the perfect football players, one of the best football players. As we were comparing him before with the likes of Kylian Mbappe, when it comes to pace, he definitely is a beast. When it comes to speed, he is one of the best football players. Definitely a very brilliant football player, a very good football player. Anyway, he's going to be playing quite well. When you see how he's played for Shakhtar Donetsk, it will definitely be quite easy for him. It definitely will be very easy for this gentleman to be part of Arsenal. It will be easy for him, I think, because when you see how he's been playing, before. He's been playing definitely very well, quite well. He's been playing very well, extremely well, and that's also a reason as to why we think he's going to be even much better when he when he starts playing for Arsenal. So people have been asking about him and how Arsenal are definitely going to employ their formation for him, Mikel Arteta. I think Mikel Arteta is going to change the mode of play. He's going to change the formation. Let's see what happens tomorrow, how he will play tomorrow with Gabriel Jesus out of the Premier League. Let's wait and see who will play, who will be in Gabriel Jesus's shoes, who will play for Arsenal. With Gabriel Jesus not being in there. But replacements have definitely been talked about, and we think the perfect replacement is none other than Mykhailo Mudryk, who is definitely a powerful, good football player. And when he definitely starts playing, it will be great for the club. It definitely will be very, very good for the club. It doesn't matter how people were saying possibly he's a bit thin. It doesn't matter. When it comes to football, it definitely doesn't matter. What matters is can he control the ball? Is his pass accuracy on point? Is he not a selfish football player? That's things like those. That's what matters. Not just that his later size or anything. He's okay. He's definitely okay, and I have quite big hopes in him. I have big hopes in Mykhailo Mudryk, and he's a brilliant football player. He's a very good football player, undoubtedly. In saying this, I think he is a very wonderful one. I think it's definitely a wonderful one. It's going to be a very, very brilliant move. It's going to be a brilliant move. And also, he's been looking at challenging himself and joining the Premier League because he's been in the Ukrainian Premier League, which is not as competitive as the English Premier League. My brother, the English Premier League is definitely very, very competitive. So let's wait and see how it goes. Let's wait and see how it definitely goes. But it will be fine. It will be okay. We think that it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be okay. Let us know in the comment section, and do not forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss it on anything. That's what we definitely have to bring to you. As we tell you, enjoy your Christmas. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year as we've been talking about the one and only Mykhailo Mudryk. Thank you for being part and goodbye for now.